Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel. Have you ever wondered what to do with all those extra pieces you get when you use a cover plate die? Well, today I decided I would use MFT's collage cover-up, but I'm going to use every piece that comes from that die. Now I'm going to pull in Gina K's Caring Flowers stamp set and also some of her inks. I'll be using Bubblegum Pink, Innocent Pink, and Passionate Pink. Now, since I've been crafting one-handed, I thought I could use some help holding all these little pieces down. So I pulled in this Nikapa sticky mat that I bought from Amazon and I had attached to my brother's scan and cut mat, but because that mat is so well loved, it's not quite sticky enough for my taste. So I pulled out a new one and I cut it up into several pieces. So I'm ending up with 2 pieces that will fit in my original Misty, and then I'll end up with 2 pieces that fit in my mini Misty. I bought these as a 3-pack off of Amazon, and I'll add the link in the description box below. I think the 3-pack was about $12, and these were intended, I believe, for the silhouette machine. But, you know, as crafters, we repurpose everything. So I pulled in my Misty, and I'm going to go ahead and place one of the sticky mats inside the Misty. And then I'll just hold it down using the magnets. And once I've got my sticky mat in place, I brought in the frame portion of the die and I'm placing that on there. And that will help me to place the inside pieces correctly. So then I just pull in my little die cut squares and rectangles and get them placed. Now once I have all the squares and rectangle placed, I go ahead and remove the frame portion of the die because I want that to stay white. As you can see, this sticky mat is holding on to my die cut pieces perfectly as I ink blend using Gina K inks. As you may know, I've had to do all my crafting using my left hand only over the last several months. And while this has been challenging, I have gotten much better at it. Now that I'm done with my ink blending, I'm going to go ahead and bring out the big floral image from that stamp set and kind of decide how I want it placed on my ink blended pieces. While I set aside those ink blended and stamped pieces to dry, I'm bringing in the outline portion of the die and I'm going to attach it to this piece of black cardstock. It's going to be my mat. And I'm just using my Barely Art craft glue for this. Now that that's adhered to the black cardstock, I'm going to go ahead and grab the ink blended and stamped pieces and just inlay them into the frame portion. I went ahead and taped down that sticky mat to help me keep it in place while I place my little squares where they belong. As you can see on the right hand sticky mat, there's ink from the ink blending and from the overhang of the stamp. But I just spray a little bit of water on there and gently clean it off with a microfiber cloth. And then let it dry, and the sticky mat is good as new. Now I'm going to go ahead and place this in my mini MISTI and add the sentiment, which says, "With love and care." Now I thought I would trim down the black mat just a bit so that when I place it on the card base, a little bit of the white will show around the black mat. And of course, I thought I would add a little bit of bling, so I pulled in some Studio Katia gems I had in my stash. And I just put them around the sentiment. Then for one final touch, I pulled in my Spectrum Noir sparkle pen and added just a little bit of sparkle here and there around the card. Now I did make a second card off camera, and here are my 2 completed cards using every bit of the die from the cover plate die, so there's no waste. Perfect for us crafters. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.